My Helpathon question is to find animal-free alternatives for Matrigel for my intestinal cultures.
My Helpathon question is actually finding animal-free solutions for immune cells. And then my promise back is to share the results, both positive and negative.
Can we replace the matrix and also the nutrient feeding, which at the moment was fetal calf serum, with animal-free components?
This Helpathon lasts for 2 full days in total, spread over 3 days. The question is formulated, and that's the starting point to get information from all kinds of different angles.
This Helpathon, we had the industry on board for the first time, and they were giving us some very, very good ideas.
We specialize in the manufacturing of chemically defined serum-free media.
We have these groups available, these ASAC groups, where we can basically attach anything we like.
They are all produced in a recombinant animal-free way.
We have one cell culture chamber where we have a certain cell type.
It's quite interesting, this basic medium.
I would like to see more incentive that you get sort of an impact by making publications.
If you have a negative result, you should also contact me and then we can work together.
So you need a burning platform basically to get that trend, that revolution going.
We did a lot of different modes of exploration. Open space type, imagining, detailing.
It's an imaginary world where we try to imagine how world will look like and how things will change abruptly if there is no FCS available tomorrow.
So what I really enjoyed was that I had conversations about the products that the company has, but also the experimental experience.
I'm not a researcher in the way that these guys are. So the first day I was asking a lot of silly, maybe stupid questions, and sometimes they said, oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that part.
There are really no boundaries, no limits, it's very free, really interesting. I really like it because a lot of people are sharing their results, both negative and positive. And it's also really nice to see that people tackle the questions from different angles. So we get a lot of feedback and it's really good.
And this morning we challenged everyone to get out of their comfort zone, to find a very creative way to transmit the main insights.
What we are aiming to do is to replace these basal media that have been used for so long to grow cells in quite unnatural conditions.
We decided to host a festival. No Xenoland is the name of our festival.
So at home I had this very boring cacti which didn't fit at all into the interior of my home. I'm using this cactus as a metaphor for the Matrigel. I really had to try different types of cacti in my home. I was a bit overwhelmed by the options, so we actually use this filtering system. What is the organ that you're working with?
We have the first prototype of PeerLogic. PeerLogic is the international platform for access, upload, exchange of research results related to animal-free media. So we've got this first result. It's a positive one. It's a green one. 2 stars. There we go.
I have a big problem. Really a big problem. I leave it to you?
Yeah, do this very carefully. I'm going to fold it.
Oh, I'm very curious.
There you go.
Yeah.
Count your answer.
What often happens in the Helpathons, and which happened in this one as well, what really came out was there is so much information out there, positive and negative results, and that isn't reaching people either. How can we share positive and negative results so we don't reinvent the wheel? And we're thinking of websites and databases and lots of different possibilities here for the future. This is something very special with a huge potential for the future, which will then be a dissemination thing for all scientists all over the world. Maybe in the future, if we can get it going, how we've been discussing today.
I learned a lot about new alternatives that I can test in my lab that I didn't know before, and also all the different applications that I didn't even think of.
The challenge as a scientist is also to look over your own little piece of research, but also look to the neighbors, what they are doing.
Keep sharing our experience and our results.
So at first I was a bit skeptical, but I think actually there were really nice ideas.
So if the people who are thinking about making this tool for Matrigel, please make contact with me because we might be able to do that together.
I really hope that all the researchers worldwide can benefit from these efforts, that sharing data, the positive and negative data, that it will bring the field forward. That would be really great.